y'all, what's up? It's Jennifer. Thank you so much for being back here on my YouTube channel today. Today I'm actually coming to you from my bedroom, a little corner of my bedroom. I decided to shake things up a little bit rather than being up in my studio where I feel like I always record my videos. I have done one in my kitchen before, so today we're just going to another part of the house and we're sitting in my bedroom. I felt like it would be a little bit more comfortable and cozy for recording this video. So today's video is all about something called banana powder. And guess what? Banana powder, yes, it is yellow in color, just like a banana. Now, you might not have ever heard of banana powder, or maybe you have. It has been kind of a trendy thing. I mean, years ago, it was all over YouTube, Instagram. You were seeing it everywhere, people using the yellow banana powder, mainly because of Kim Kardashian's makeup artist Mario. I think he did some sort of video on it and showed him baking Kim's face, and like the banana powder craze just like blew up. But banana powder has actually been around for a very long time. Now, I couldn't really find exactly the date that it came out, but I do know that the very first one was by this brand right here. This is called Ben Nye, and it was more of a makeup line that was used in the theater. And Ben Nye was actually a makeup artist from the 1930s to the 1980s, so he was around for quite some time, and he developed his own line of cosmetics. And so the banana powder is actually one of the most popular products from the Ben Nye line. But what banana powder basically is it is a loose, translucent type powder that helps to absorb oil and shine. It's supposed to brighten the face because of the yellow tint that it has, and helps to neutralize like dark under eye circles and just to help overall brighten the skin. So the difference between a banana powder and a translucent powder is the fact that translucent powder, like I have right here, is actually, it has no color. So that's what translucent means, no color at all. So this looks white, but when you put it on the skin, it's just supposed to be colorless. Whereas the banana powder actually has a yellow tint to it, which is supposed to help brighten the skin and any discoloration that you might have on your face. Now, when you look up banana powder, it says online quite a few places that it works for any skin tone, and that it's universally flattering. However, I don't find that to be exactly true, because I, as a makeup artist, whenever I've tried to use it in the past on people with really fair skin and kind of rosier complexions, it doesn't really work out very well. The yellow is just too stark of a contrast. So I wouldn't say that this is great for people with super fair skin, but it is very ideal for medium skin tones, warmer golden undertones, olive skin, and really dark skin. It actually is really great and helpful in brightening up the skin. Now, I will say I am not, olive skin tone or anything, but I'm just kind of a light to medium skin tone, and I can use this powder. So I'm actually gonna show you how I applied it on my under eyes to help brighten my dark circles here with some B-roll in a second. But the trick is, what I do with the banana powder is I actually cut it with a translucent powder. So let's go ahead and show you exactly how I apply banana powder to help brighten my under eyes. All right, so how I start off using the banana powder is I actually first do my foundation like I always do, and then I follow with my concealer. And so the concealer that I use today is actually Makeup Revolution. And so what I would do is I would just take the concealer and I will tap, tap, tap it along underneath my under eyes. Now, at my age, I only need to apply concealer where you can see the hollows of the under eyes. A lot of women that as they get older, you can really see, it's very pronounced where the hollow of the eye is, where you're getting your dark circles. And so it's important just to stay in that hollow and not to go past it with concealer, so that you're not lightening up an area that's already too light. So I do a few dots of the concealer right underneath my under eye, let it sit for just a second so it can get a little tacky, and then I take a concealer brush to push the product into my eye bed. And this one that I'm using is an Anissa International Face Finger Brush. I love it, it's very fluffy. And so I take it and I just tap the concealer in underneath my eye, and sometimes I'll take the warmth of my finger and go right on top of that and tap it in. Please note, I don't usually swipe my concealer. I don't swipe with a brush. I don't swipe with my finger. I like to do more of a tapping, rolling motion to get that concealer right in underneath my eyes. Then, once the concealer is on, I take my banana powder, and today I'm actually gonna use the Makeup Revolution banana powder instead of the Ben Nye powder, because this one's new and I just kind of wanted to try it. I've used the Ben Nye before, so I know what it's like, so I figured I would try the Revolution one, see how it worked. It's called the Luxury Baking Powder in Banana, which is literally what the Ben Nye one says, so they're very, very similar. So I will take usually a Kleenex and I will just dust the banana powder on a Kleenex. Just a little bit, a little goes a long way with my skin tone. And then I will cut it with a little bit of translucent loose powder as well. And the one that I'm using today is the RCMA No Color powder. And so I will also put that right on top of the banana powder. Then I will mix it up with a sponge. You can use your beauty blender or any sort of little egg sponge like this. Then I'll tap it off. I start off very, very lightly. Again, because of my age, I can't wear a ton of powder. Like a very young person with no wrinkles or hollows in their eyes could. They could just literally bake it on and wear a ton of powder. I have to be a little bit more light-handed with my powder. So I'll roll it around. I want to mix the two powders together just to get a little bit of the yellow on there and a little bit of the translucent. And then I will tap it off onto the Kleenex again. And then I will just start dabbing it right on top of that concealer underneath my eye. And you will see that it immediately sets the concealer, which is great, which will help it be more long wear, that you'll set it with the powder instead of just putting on your concealer and going. So then I will just tap that in right on top of the concealer. And then just make sure that it's nice and light and that it's pressed in and there's not too much powder just sitting on top of the skin. So roll that in. And then occasionally if there's any excess powder left over, this yellow banana powder actually is great to roll around the sides of the nose and then sometimes around the chin and underneath the lips where I tend to get a little bit red and ruddy, and that immediately helps brighten it up. So voila, that's it, nice bright under eyes. And one of the things is if you have purple undertones under your eyes, the yellow banana powder will work really great for that because it's kind of color correcting. You color correct purple under eye veins that you can kind of see popping through. You can color correct those with any sort of yellow tinted concealer, or in this case with the banana powder is what I color corrected my purple under eyes, and it just immediately brightens them, make them not look so purple and veiny, and overall makes my face just look a little more youthful. Price difference just between these two, I bought this one online, the Ben Nye one, and it was 20 bucks. And then this smaller Makeup Revolution banana powder was around $8 when I looked it up online, because this was also sent to me as a PR gift. So 8 bucks here, 20 bucks here. As you can see, I've had this a while and I still almost have half of the little tub left of it. So it shows you that you really don't use a whole lot of banana powder whenever you do use it. You just need a little bit, especially when you're my skin tone color and I have to mix it up with a little translucent. So a little bit goes a long way, but it does make a huge difference in terms of how it brightens the eye. So I definitely would recommend this to anybody that struggles with dark under eye circles and feels like the hollows of your eyes just feel like they're so deep and just very distracting. I would definitely recommend trying the banana powder to set your concealer and your foundation with and just see how much it helps to brighten your under eyes. All right, y'all, well, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope that you learned something about banana powder, or you learned that there is such a thing called banana powder that is available to help brighten your skin tone and brighten those under eyes. And if you like this video, I would love to ask if you would give it a thumbs up real quick, and then also hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel already. And I will leave links to all the products that I used in today's video down in the notes below in the description of this video. And I would love for you to follow me on all the other social media outlets that maybe you're on. I'm on Pinterest, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. So any of those, go follow me over there. I would love to see you, and I will be with y'all on the next video. Bye. Hey y'all, it's Jennifer, and welcome back to my YouTube. Loosen up. I'm so glad that you're here. I feel like I'm finally getting into this whole YouTube groove. Excuse me, my phone is already dinging and making noises. Let's start over. And so now I'm actually in my bedroom. And it's funny, I'm in like a little bitty corner of the bedroom while there is just a disaster over here off to the side of the camera, which you can't see, but that's okay.